We are now encountering the real heat of the jungle. You do not want to be bushwhacked by other motorists, so here are some more pointers to power you ahead of the pack. The first thing you must do when you get on the road is turn on your radio and don't turn it off. Most people wait until they're stuck in a traffic jam and then they go hunting across the dial. By then it's too late. You must constantly monitor the radio airwaves, and that way you won't be in for any surprises. Now, if you prefer to listen to cassette tapes, then you can always take advantage of an advanced traveler information system such as the AutoTalk device. With AutoTalk, you can get up-to-the-minute traffic reports anytime you want it, when you want it. Just check with your auto stereo store. By the same token, other forms of advanced traveler information systems are roadside signs, such as changeable message signs, which are overhead, or the fixed roadside signs, which will be orange or another color. Read them. They'll tell you about upcoming road construction. Sometimes it's paying attention to the details like that that separates you from the rest of the commuters. Now, another thing you can do that's important in driving the freeways is your choice of lanes. I prefer the middle lane. It's a nice compromise, because the trouble with the right-hand lane is you've got too much oncoming traffic to slow you down. And with the left lane, if you're stuck in that left lane when traffic backs up, you know and I know it can take 10 minutes to get from one side of the freeway to the other and then off. So again, the middle lane is a nice compromise. Now, another thing you want to do is don't tailgate and don't speed. Now, it sounds like I'm giving safety tips. I'm not. There's good logical reasons for slowing down and laying back. The main thing is it puts you in a position to just survey everything, know what's going on. If you're up too close, you'll be stuck in a traffic jam. But if you're back far enough, you can always get off the freeway in time or change lanes. Another thing you must do is constantly monitor all aspects of the freeway, ahead of you, to the sides and the rear. By watching what's going on ahead of you, you can tell, for example, if you see people hit their brake lights and then swerve real quick, you know something's laying in the road. Well, just get over to the other lane and beat that crunch, that bunch. You'll pick up a minute or two this way. The other thing is, if you're always checking to the sides, you can see other clues. For example, if you see flashing lights up ahead in the center divider, then you want to get all the way over to the right. Let the gawkers get crunched up in the left lane. You'll pass them by in the slow lane and pick up more time that way too. And finally, look in your rear view mirror a lot. Make sure nothing's going on behind you, because if you see someone pass you, get right alongside of you and then crane their neck like this, you know they're going to turn ahead of you. A lot of people believe that turn signals are for wimps, so they won't signal. They'll just cut you right off. But if you know what's going to happen, you can avoid that unpleasant surprise, ease back, or change lanes. Now let's review the pointers for driving on freeways. Constantly monitor the radio. Take advantage of advanced traveler information systems. Utilize the middle lanes. Don't tailgate, don't speed, and be observant. Check everywhere. Now let's get off the freeway and learn some tips and pointers to make our surface street commuting go a lot smoother. Okay, now we're off the freeway and we're on the surface streets. What's the first rule of thumb about driving on the surface streets? Don't get back on the freeway. Here's why. The most congested parts of surface streets are near the on-ramps. So if you avoid the on-ramp areas, you'll go a lot better on surface streets if you don't get back on the freeway or bob on and off and back and forth. The best thing is to just get off the freeway, get well past the gridlocked area, then you can get back on, as long as you know it's clear sailing from there. Now after that, what you can do when you're on the surface streets to make time requires a little bit of special talent, and mainly it's one of restraint. Like the freeways, you don't want to speed on the surface streets. I'll tell you why. Because traffic engineers go through a great deal of trouble to set the green band. That's what it's called, how the lights are timed, the green band. If you look for the speed limit sign, find the speed limit, and stay just a tick below that speed, then you'll be able to time the lights. Just catch the early green, the first one in a row, and you should be able to time them right on the money all the way through. You'll make good time doing that. Now, the other thing to keep in mind, and that helps you make time on surface streets, is the correct choice of lanes. Try and stay in a lane with the least amount of turns. For example, if there's heavy pedestrian traffic along the streets, you don't want to be in the right-hand lane, because if someone wants to make a right-hand turn, they'll have to stop, wait for people to cross the street, and you'll be stuck behind them. So in that case, get in the left lane. The other thing to keep an eye out for, if you're in the left lane and there's no left-hand turn cutouts or no cutaways for someone to turn left, then keep an eye out for people who stop dead in front of you at the last minute without signaling to make a left-hand turn. In that case, you'll probably have your best luck by getting in the right lane. But just observe and keep track of which is better. And that brings up my next point. The most important thing you can do, like the freeways, is be observant. Check all aspects of the road. I look way down the road for upcoming problems, such as if you see a bus pulling out or even in the lane, you know it's eventually going to pull over to pick up passengers and block the right lane. So get out of the way. Another thing to keep an eye out for, by looking way down ahead, if you see brake lights go on and then drop about 6-7 inches, you know that a dip is coming up ahead. So see which lane drops the least, get in that lane, and again, no unexpected surprises will slow you down. But this foresight can only be accomplished if you lay back, drive at a moderate speed, and just keep your eyes moving and well up ahead. Now let's review these pointers on making time on surface streets. Don't rush to get back on the freeway. Drive smoothly, time the lights, use the lane with the least amount of turns, and be observant, check everywhere. By practicing these valuable pointers, you'll not only save time, but you'll save wear and tear on your car, as well as your nerves. And then the boulevards won't seem like such an uncivilized place after all.